Tesla's brand is in trouble. No, it is in crisis. No, the crisis goes deeper than its polarizing leader. At least that is according to Adweek. Oh, so the people who talk about ads and sell ads don't like the direction that the company that doesn't buy ads is going. Well, that sounds a little crazy. Why don't we get into the craziness and find out just how far off the deep end these clowns have gone? I'm Brian. Welcome to Futuraza. Mark, we are out here busting FUD. We got to do it.
Oh, and this is a deep one. This is a deep well, Brian.
It is. It is. This is an Olympic swimming pool, completely empty. And they're going in head first. Tesla's brand damage goes deeper than its polarizing leader. Here's why the company's original base of tech-savvy customers has moved on. Have they moved on?
Yeah, I don't think they've moved on. They're still here.
I think they are. Now, you will lose customers over time, just as you and I can lose subscribers over time. There's some people who say, I've changed or you've changed, whatever it may be. It happens. Can Tesla perform a U-turn? Well, can do a 3-point. It's a daunting task, but not impossible. Great. We're going to get into this, Gabor. We are witnessing the stop-motion version of the decline of a once pioneering brand. Once?
Sounds like these guys are... I don't know where they're getting this information from. Is this article old?
Well, let's take a look here. Oh, yes, very old. August 6th.
A whole 6 days. Okay.
Yeah. So that's definitely Gabor. Gabor, is that a real name? Or, I don't know. I've never heard it used as a first name, unless his name is Gabor Jha.
There we go. That joke was coming. I knew it. You
knew it. You could see it a mile away. A kilometer away. Sorry, Mark. Yeah. 1.6 kilometers away. Of course, we're witnessing this exposed to heavy fire by its founder. Elon's public disputes over tariffs. First of all, saying don't put tariffs on, I don't think is a big public dispute. Subsidies. I really don't think he made all that big of waves on that.
No, he didn't.
And increasingly polarized political stances. Okay. Now, he was getting more political over time, but unless I've been in a coma, and maybe I have, and this is a sweet, sweet dream, hasn't he gotten less political since his departure from Doge?
Yeah, he's been pretty silent, and that's
not totally silent.
Yeah, but a lot less in the news about stance and what he wants to do and what should be done, and all that has really quieted down.
I haven't seen him endorse a candidate in any country in months. So, and remember, buyers really do have a short memory. They have. I said to one guy, "Look, after Dieselgate, Volkswagen sales did pretty well." And the guy said, "What's Dieselgate?" And I said, "You've got to be joking." No, I'm not joking. I just didn't catch it. Oh my. Okay, great. Let's see. Scaring off potential buyers who've been willing to overlook previous reputational damage. I don't know what that previous damage would be, but Tesla's poor financial performance and declining sales are no longer just warning signs. They're proof. The brand is on a self-destructive, if not suicidal track. Proof. So I'm no lawyer, but neither's Gabor, because that's not what proof is. So the core of Tesla's current predicament extends far beyond the controversies of its CEO. It's a profound issue of brand contamination. Ooh. A brand is a promise of an experience delivered.
Wow, that's deep. That's deeper than this empty pool that we're looking at.
That's philosophical. Coca-Cola is one of the biggest brands in history. Is it an experience? Because I know the commercials sometimes look like an experience, but that's not the experience I've ever had. I mean, cool and refreshing, sure, but okay. I'll let that one go because it's just fluff language, but okay. For Tesla, this experience goes beyond the product, and its delivery is currently tainted by negative headlines. Oh, that's new.
No, it's not.
No, it's
But
not. No. Ugh.
like,
You are.
it's like Boer was in a time machine, and this article is from like 4 months ago.
It could be from 2019 for all I can tell. The brand has become inseparable from Musk's political persona. Now, I believe that there are people who would say that.
Yep, I would agree.
I would say the majority of car buyers buy cars apolitically, right?
Yeah, majority would be 51%. So I would agree with that statement.
I'd say 80% of car buyers do not know or care much about the politics of the CEO. His, I know anti-union, staunchly anti-union people who drive an F-150 that was
Mm.
built in a union plant. I, I don't know. I guess you do like unions. His highly public falling out with figures like Donald Trump, alongside his erratic social media presence, directly injects political and personal drama into a brand that once stood for innovation and a cleaner future.
Those are still high points in Tesla's operation.
Yeah, yeah. This constant association with negative news, again, nothing we can do about that, makes it significantly harder for the company to deal with the inherent structural challenges of scaling electric vehicle infrastructure and improving service issues faced by. So, negative news. Hey, we're learning things, Mark. Negative news, because you got to decode this. This is a story problem. Negative news makes it harder to improve service.
Mm.
Huh, huh.
And scale electric vehicle infrastructure. So they're saying it's tougher to put in superchargers now.
That's not true.
In
That's not
fact,
true.
in fact, Tesla has trumpeted their improvements of the supercharger network over the past couple of weeks. They were talking about how the end of quarter they've been able to push out superchargers at a ever increasing pace.
So that's great. Uh huh. Issues faced by all manufacturers. So all manufacturers, including Tesla. So that doesn't sound like a Tesla specific thing. For a brand built on aspirational values, this ongoing turbulence alienates the very customers it needs to attract and retain. Indeed, for many early adopters, the Tesla badge now carries political weight and not the kind that helps sell a pricey product.
Okay, it's there are half truths in these statements, and then
Yes,
there's completely missing the board statements.
yes, yes. So first of all, pricey, not compared to other new cars, certainly not compared to comparable vehicles. And yes, some people have left, and some new people have come aboard. I don't know what to tell you. The last few months have been a stark lesson in brand messaging and the dangers of tying brands too closely to a founder. Yeah, aren't you glad that Apple wasn't tied too closely to Steve Jobs? Come on. Bill Gates and Microsoft. Yeah, we know. I mean, there are a lot of tech CEOs that you can name, not as many in manufacturing and other industries. It's no surprise that a brand so intimately connected to its main visionary is profoundly affected. Yes, of course. The relationship between a brand and a celebrity has always been a double edged sword. So you admit that it does have an upside. Okay.
Yep.
And that's the thing this clown is forgetting is that there are a lot of people who would be delighted to see Elon leave the company, but there are a lot of people who would reconsider investing or buying the product if he did. Musk
Yep.
actually, yeah,
Double-edged sword.
yeah. Musk's actions have had a significant impact on the image, bringing it into a new arena and damaging its reputation. Are you getting paid by the word? Given the massive transformation, global uncertainty, and intense competition, a brand like Tesla is particularly exposed. Tesla was a compelling example of how a brand can create meaning beyond its original product. It represented sustainability as an attitude. No, it didn't. Did it? I thought it I thought it was like sci-fi futuristic super speed demon fun.
It was, and it was sustainability, and it was responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
There was a mixed message with Tesla, always has been, and it was nobody's going to enjoy a sustainable future if you can't have fun while you're doing it.
Yes, it is the candy, that
Yeah.
that gets you into into the van. It wasn't.
Do not go there.
I have had a really high
Find a
success
better
rate
analogy than
taking.
candy getting you into a van. That's
Strangers have offered me candy. What am I going to not take it? Come on. It wasn't just another player in the automotive industry. It was a company that redefined norms and challenged the status quo, putting legacy car makers under immense pressure. Yes, agreed. Tesla's early advantage, once seemingly insurmountable, has vanished.
okay. That's not true at all.
That's not true, along with much of its credibility and brand appeal. Now, I haven't looked at brand surveys. Maybe there's some truth to it, just like this whole
Well, it's the word much. It should be some.
yes. Meanwhile, competitors have not just caught up in many respects, they have surged ahead. BYD has overtaken Tesla as the world's largest EV manufacturer in both production and sales. Wait a minute.
That's a complete lie.
Well,
Production and sales?
isn't that the same word twice? Because I mean, I get it. They are separate things, but they kind of follow each other.
Again, they've been trading the lead for months, back and forth, back and forth. Yes,
Well,
BYD eventually at the stage they've been going at now is probably going to lead this year. Absolutely. That will
without
happen.
Without a doubt.
But previously they've been swapped positions, and Tesla has been out front for a year. So
it's tricky to get this pure EV numbers out of BYD sometimes, but it does look like BYD is the clear leader and will remain so because their focus is automobiles. But I have a better question for you because BYD, the clear leader, let me ask you, is BYD leading on profit?
No, they are not.
No. What about profit percentage?
Not even close.
No. What about cash flow?
No as well.
No. Okay, so they're good at moving metal is what they're good at.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, debt.
and debt. Hey, we've all got our talents. Let BYD have theirs. Let's see here. Even struggling giants like Volkswagen, I don't think Volkswagen is struggling. Volkswagen have sold more EVs than Tesla in Europe in the first half of this year. Right, because they've got like 6 or 7 models now. They've got the whole range covered, and they're not struggling. So I don't know where you got that. Tesla in Europe in the first half of this year, proving that legacy players are still very much in the race. Yeah. Oh, you mean in the first half when Tesla wasn't selling its most popular vehicle, wasn't selling the vehicle that makes up over half of their sales? Yeah, that's especially dramatic. Well, you would know, given that some Teslas sold in Europe, like the Model Y, are made in Germany. Well, yes. Okay. While Tesla's performance varies by region, that's doing some heavy lifting. The broader trend shows Tesla in the red, and it may be difficult to reverse. What do you suppose he's hand-waving away by varies by region?
Could it be he's talking about China?
It could be China. It could be Spain, where sales are at an all-time high. It could be the UK or Norway, where sales have been doing very well. But they fell off in July. Yes.
Yeah.
Waiting for the ship. So it's starting to see how quickly brand's customer base is reacting. If it was, you would have written this 6 months ago. But okay. EV is not yet for everyone, and people buying Teslas may be more closely aligned with ideas that don't necessarily reflect what is dominating international headlines. A costly product like Tesla depends on audiences willing to invest in it. And those buyers often want to identify with the product, whether as a status symbol or a statement for progressive thinking.
Wow. This just gets better and better. And you're right. They're being paid by the word. Definitely.
Definitely. Because we are nowhere close to Tesla's original base of progressive tech-savvy customers, drawn by its innovative spirit and environmental mission, has moved on. They've moved on, Mark. They've moved on. And once they've experienced better alternatives,
where?
Which ones?
Yeah, name one.
Likely from China. Okay. I've been to China. I've seen the cars. I've driven some of them, ridden in many more. Those cars aren't coming to US of A. In China, Tesla doesn't have brand damage from Elon because Elon don't talk politics in China. So, okay, winning them back won't be easy. Entering new markets like India could create opportunities. But how do you rebuild trust and appeal when your brand is constantly associated with negative news? You are the negative news. So it's not impossible. It's daunting, but it's not impossible. Here's all you have to do. It's easy. Listen, the brand just has to distance itself from the baggage it's acquired. And any renewed focus on Tesla by its leader may be irrelevant. A significant shift would require a clear separation of the brand's identity from its founder's personal controversies. So that's it. Just
fire Elon. That's all they're saying.
No, that's not enough. He's still the main shareholder.
Well, then he's got to give up his shareholder.
He's got to divest.
Rights. Yeah.
So all you would have to do is for the company to not be Tesla anymore. See?
It's easy.
See? So easy. Tesla's decision, let's see. The $29 billion pay package sharpens the growing sense of selfish leadership at the top. Does it? Because he hasn't been paid in 7 years. And this is a step towards restoring good faith. Hey, you got a problem? File a lawsuit, man. It's easier than you think. They're essentially rewarding behavior that's alienated Tesla's core audience. No. Yeah, hasn't been paid since 2018. The board is betting he'll keep his attention on Tesla as opposed to other distractions, like a new U.S. political party. All of this begs the question, which, by the way, is the incorrect use of that. It is asking the question. It is raising the question. It is not begging the question. I don't want to spoil it for him. Why must the company continue to depend on the person doing the most damage to its reputation, even if that person is the founder? Meanwhile, Tesla continues to stay further from the tangible actions needed to rescue their reputation and sell cars. Somewhere along the way, they decided to skip it. Staying sharp, not getting complacent, not coasting on past glory, not underestimating the competition. It's all non-negotiable. Still, there may be life in the old dog yet. Volkswagen, for example, originated as a concept under the Nazi regime, and its iconic Beetle was engineered by Ferdinand Porsche himself, but the Beetle went on to be beloved by the hippie generation. Yeah. So, good work, Chief Creative Officer at Saffron Brand Consultants.
And what's this publication called again?
It is called Very, Very Ad Week.
Ad Week. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think they spelled week wrong. So that's all.
Needs an A. Yeah, but what does Tesla not do?
Advertise.
Yeah.
Don't advertise. Well, but all this brand damage, he was very clear. Tesla shareholders don't want Elon to get that pay package. We should look and see how the stock's done since then. Oh, well, I'll be. How about that?
Doing better.
Doing better. Hey, do you know that we had a video last week and we took questions? You know which one it was? Doesn't really matter. We're just going to go into... Doesn't really matter.
We answer those questions anyways.
We answer them. Let's see here. We've got a question mark right. That's too high up. It's down here. New processors have not stopped PC purchases for the last 30 years, even though with the newer, better, faster version was always no more than 6 months away. If I was researching a new computer, I might wait a few weeks if I knew the version was about to come out. And even then, I might buy the old one because there'd be a discount. We've been dealing with this dynamic for generations. Where have these journalists been?
They've been writing wordy articles. That's where.
I think one thing easily missed, if you don't live in Europe, is that having a short, narrow car has a real premium attached to it for many people. Not like in the US, where it's almost always bigger equals better.
Yep.
This won't change anytime soon. Really think a shorter or narrower Tesla would do great here, even if it's built on a modified 3Y platform. So far, a lot of disagree here, but he saves it at the end, perhaps even without changing the wheelbase. Narrower, can't do it. Going to need a whole new battery pack. The battery pack is the width of the car.
Yeah.
But changing the wheelbase, what are you going to do? Make a shorter battery pack? Difficult. But Anton is suggesting just clip the ends a bit. Just bring it in. And we see a lot of European cars do that, where the back wheel is like right there. It's
It's at the end
right,
of the bumper.
right at
Yeah.
the end of the car.
Yeah.
Um, so I would love to see. We've seen the YL, or I'm calling it the Y plus. I want to see the Y minus, which is the same thing but a little smaller. It definitely wouldn't have a third row. It'd have a little bit less cargo space, but I'm confident Tesla could engineer it to 5-star safety standards. Thoughts?
I've always thought that Tesla should get into the compact market, have at least one compact offering. Why
Yeah.
not? Another entry level vehicle, another way to break into a market that's underserved by electric vehicles. Again, I know why they're not doing it, because they only have so much battery supply, and a car like that would break into a new market that's wildly larger would chew up their battery supply quicker than they could replenish it. So I understand why, but I'm still hoping that compact comes. It would be a hit in Europe. It would be a hit everywhere.
I think another reason they're not doing it is 20% on a $20,000 car is not very exciting, where 20% on a $50,000 car is much more exciting.
True.
But this one I had to share because it's so terrible. I'm going to give it a quick thumbs down. I ran some Grok Chat GPT calculations about batteries and how much was needed to remove 10% of the US curtailment of power. Why 10%? I figured it'd be a small number. The entire world's battery output currently would not be enough in 1 year to cover even 5% of the curtailment. That's not correct. And that one smacks of bad math. So I don't know what prompt you used, so I asked Super Grok. And Super Grok, I don't know what regular Grok does, but Super Grok does a deep analysis. The query took about 2 minutes to run, and you can see its thought process. Here's the questions I'm asking. I just said, calculate how much batteries is needed to remove 10% of the US curtailment of power. And it gave a long answer. If you guys want to pause it and read it, I'll make it bigger for a second here so you can pause it. I guess that's still about the same size. But basically, it's very little. It's very little. Because the batteries cycle over and over, and it can do it itself. I mean, Tesla could handle 10% of curtailment by themselves. Is the gist of that story. So, just that. It is. Now we were talking about the windows not being bulletproof.
Yep.
Notalamd said it is literally bulletproof to a 9mm handgun. This is a quote from Musk on stage during the presentation of the Cybertruck. So who is lying here?
That was the panel,
That
the
was
exterior stainless steel panel, not the window.
Yes, they even did a slow motion video of handgun rounds hitting the door, not the window, the door. So I don't know about lying. Lying might be a strong word, but it's you. You're misunderstood. Also, what did those 2024 Cybertrucks cost when they were new? Tesla hasn't changed the prices in the last 12 months.
Yeah, they have.
Right? Well, and if they haven't, if you're saying that the all-wheel drive has always been 80,000 and they're still selling used for $200 less than that, or in some cases far more than that, what matters is I don't care what you paid for your used car. That doesn't change its value to me. If you want me to buy your used car, it needs to be cheaper than the same car new.
Yeah.
And if you paid $100,000 for an all-wheel drive, you got a founder's edition. You got it early. You got a bunch of extra goodies that maybe you wanted, maybe you didn't. So I don't know what to tell you, man. That's what I said on that. Did I miss anything there?
Nope.
Will Dojo's cancellation cause my judo center to close?
I don't know. Is your judo center attached to Dojo in some way we're not aware of?
Well, where is the dojo? I mean, your judo center is at your dojo. So what I said is probably pivot to a different sort of training. So, yeah. I said I don't give a fig, and John is
And
telling
John
me
bought
about all
all
the.
those figs for nothing.
Yeah, I mean they're collectible. So yeah, guys, what did we miss? What do we misunderstand? Beats me, man. But leave it in them comments below. All that good stuff. Head over to the Tesla Life. Check out what Mark, Patrick, and Casey are up to. They cover all the news. And I think they cover it very well. They've got a live show Wednesdays from 4 p.m. Pacific, aka 7 p.m. Eastern. And it's really live. It's genuinely live. There's folks in the chat. It's a lot of fun. And then they've got some express shows that they put out other times during the week you can check out as well. But you know what? Sometimes they make mistakes. Sometimes they let people like me on. They routinely let me in the chat. It is one of their greatest failings.
Brian
So
changes his name when he comes on, so we always have to track him down. Is that Brian? I'm
would
not
be
sure.
okay. So this account's called Not Brian. I'm pretty sure it's Brian. And then I replied, "No, I'm not me."
It's not me.
Why'd you say me? You said I'm not me, Brian. I don't know what to tell you. So,
Oh,
guys,
it's fun. Just join us for that.
it is fun. It is fun. So, guys, in the comments, what did I miss? What did I misunderstand? Leave it. I beg of you. Like, subscribe, do all the usual thumb things. I don't know. And stay tuned, stay juicy. I cannot wait to hear from you, clever robot.